Hi, I'm Jackie Van Ruler, creator of the Flow Method for Radiant Health and Beauty. And this week I've had the opportunity to work with two women who have recently completed chemotherapy for their cancer treatments. And so I wanted to share some specific points on your face that you can work to help get your body back into balance after experiencing something severe like chemotherapy that really works to, it's really killing the cancer that's in your body, but it's also like a poison that's going to really deactivate your energy, make you feel sluggish. And so this is just going to help to give your body a boost, help bring you back into balance, and strengthen those kidneys, which really take a hit whenever your body is actively fighting something. So I'm going to use a little detector that looks like this. It's got a nice blunt point. This should never hurt. It should always feel comfortable or kind of that hurt so good type feeling. If you don't have one of these, you can easily just use a little crochet hook. I got this at Michael's. I think it was like $3.50. Just want to make sure that this tip isn't super pointy. It should be nice and blunt. This is a size 7 crochet needle for anybody who's interested. And you want to use one with a metal tip. So I'm going to start and work point 126, which is located at the top of the forehead, right where the hairline is. And I'm just going to do about 5 or 6 circles in this area. This is a point that specifically works the hips, the bladder, and the top of the head. So the bladder is the paired organ of the kidneys, so you always want to work them together to help increase energy. And the kidneys and bladder also have to do with the emotion of fear. Obviously, when you get a cancer diagnosis, you're going to have a lot of fear around that, and that can make your body become stiff and decrease your energy and not make you feel so good as well. Then the next point we're going to do is point 300. So I'm doing 300 over here on the right, and you want to be careful on the right because this is the origin of fire. So this can really like heat up your body. If you tend to have a flushed face, you get hot easily, or have high blood pressure, you just want to skip point 300 on the right. But I don't have those things, so I'm going to go ahead and stimulate them. I'm going to do about 7 little circles in that area. Whenever I hit the point, I feel like a little bit of a jolt of energy throughout my body. Come over on the left and hit that point 300 again. As you can see over here, it's almost a little bit boggier on this side. For pretty much anybody, can use a little bit of a kidney boost, especially with this left side here. So this is going to help to just increase your energy, help filter your blood, all those wonderful things that the kidneys do for you. Then we're going to come down on the nose, and you're going to come all the way down the nose to the point where the cartilage softens up and changes. So it's right here. And this point is called the gate of vitality. It's a point that purifies and strengthens your blood. It's going to also be great for low back pain. But your blood or your hair is considered an extension of your blood. So if you have healthy, abundant blood, you're going to have healthy, thick hair. So this is a great point that you can use to thicken up your hair after chemotherapy. And then we're going to come to either side of the nose here, and these are a second kidney point. Do some about 5 to 7 circles on each side. And if you're really feeling some tenderness, some zinginess, or you feel like it's just stuck in that area, you can do an extra 3 or 4 little circles to really stimulate that point. So next we're going to come over and work the spleen. So this is going to be in line with the center of the nostril and then directly under the eye. The spleen point does many, many things. It's really good for calming down obsessive thoughts, for moisturizing your digestive system, i.e. it stimulates saliva. And it's a big organ for support. So it's going to support and lift up your organs. It's going to lift your skin. It lifts energy and takes energy and gives it to the lungs, so lifts it up. So this is really good for supporting yourself, for any sort of lifting in the body. It helps with varicose veins and strengthening the blood vessels as well, especially if you tend to get like bloody noses, bloody gums, or you bruise easily. So next we're going to come over and work the liver point. So directly in line with the bottom of the nose and in line with the eye. And the liver works to distribute energy throughout the body, so it helps support all the organs. The kidneys, the stomach, the bladder, the heart, the lungs, everything. So you really want your liver doing its job correctly. So this is just working to balance that out. And then we're going to come down and work the adrenals. So right on the top of the outer lip, right in here. And if your adrenals are out of balance, you may notice that this area is a little bit puffy, or it may be almost like a little bean shaped. The adrenals release cortisol, and cortisol is a stress hormone. So if you're feeling stressed, you might be releasing too much cortisol, and that keeps your body in this constant state of stress, which is not good for healing and repairing itself. So this point's going to work as a strong anti-inflammatory and anti-allergic point as well. We're going to come down and work point 85, which is directly under the lower lip. And this point is a point for the ureters, and it has a diuretic effect. So as we work the kidneys to really filter the blood and clean out the blood, this helps to remove any toxins from the body that the kidneys have removed from the blood. So we're going to get this nice and stimulated, and then come down to the entire chin. And the whole chin is the reflex zone of the bladder. So as we're stimulating this helps to have a further diuretic effect to really excrete those toxins out of the body. Emotionally, on the chin, that's where you're going to see fear. So if you're in a state of fear, you may notice that your chin is more red. You might get a breakout there. Or with long-term fear, this is where you might get more wrinkled on your chin. All these things show up on your face. And as you're using these techniques to help balance your body, you're going to notice that your face gets more bright and your complexion becomes more even as well. So it's one of the wonderful side effects of doing these treatments. The last thing we're going to do is work all around the ears. So the ears are the sense organs associated with the kidneys and bladder, and they're also shaped like the kidneys. So anytime you need a little burst of energy, a little more life force, you can just massage your ears. Give them a little bit of a pull. But today we're going to work all around them, starting up here where the ear attaches to the face. We're just going to do little circles in the area and work our way down. So as you're doing this, if you feel any spots that feel stuck or tender, you're just going to hang out in that area and work them a little bit more. Like for me, I'm feeling this spot here. This spot is associated with the throat and the thyroid, which often get stagnant when the kidneys or bladder are out of balance too. And work up behind the ear, and I'm feeling a good spot right here. So I'm going to work that a little bit longer and then move on. As always, I'm doing this treatment on myself, but if you have a partner or a friend that you can exchange the treatment on, it feels a lot better, and you get to enter into this deep meditative state that allows your body to really heal itself. So stay tuned for a video, and I'll show you how you can work on your partner or a friend to really magnify the results of these treatments. Again, while I'm doing this, I'm just really feeling spots that need some extra attention and love, and I'm feeling one right here. I'm just going to hang out in there for an extra like 10 or 15 seconds before I move on. And what this is doing is it's releasing any stuckness that you have in your nervous system. When your nervous system gets stuck, it doesn't allow your nervous system signals to transmit as quickly as they should be. And then you get things like pain or discomfort in your body. I'm just holding the stress in that area. All right. So that's a routine I would use to really help to strengthen the body after chemotherapy, to provide a little extra support and energy and just get that life force back and get your body back working the way that it should be. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to pass this on to a friend if you have somebody who's recently finished up or is going through chemotherapy that wants to figure out some holistic ways that they can really support themselves. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon.